Willie D Live.
What's up, family? A number of former Diddy associates and teammates have switched sides, trying to help the government take Diddy down in his federal RICO case. The stage is set in New York City, and the trial resumes on tomorrow. So far, we've had a security guard, a male escort, an artist, but none has been as interesting and explosive and revealing as the testimony given by his former girlfriend of 10 years, Cassie Ventura. Gene Deal is another former Diddy associate and teammate who has a problem with Diddy. I'm surprised Gene has not been called to the stand because Gene has been unloading on Diddy for a minute now. I don't know what the hell Diddy did to Gene, but Gene has been on his head. I mean, all over his head. Now here's the deal, fam. When you do business with a lot of people, invariably you're going to have some fallouts. You're going to have some people that's going to have a problem with you, and you're going to have a problem with them. But damn, it seemed like every person of note that Diddy has done business with, he's had a falling out with. I mean, all of the artists. I haven't heard any artist except that one girl from Danity Kane. I can't remember her name. Not Dawn, obviously not Aubrey. I can't remember her name, but she's the only one who I haven't really heard speak out against him. Well, I haven't heard Faith Evans speak out against him. Who else? He's worked with Mary J. Blige. Mary hasn't really spoken out against him. But they haven't been waving the flag either, you know? They ain't been like pumping them up saying, go Diddy, I'm with you, I'm supporting you, I'm riding with you. I was checking out Gene Deal on the Art of Dialogue podcast today. Shout out to Art. And Gene was talking about how Diddy didn't deserve the key to the city, all that good son stuff he tried to portray. He ain't none of that because he cussed his own mama out. But here's the kicker right here, fam. He said that Kirk Burroughs was going to testify. Y'all know who Kirk Burroughs is? He's a former executive and co-owner of Bad Boy Records. He owned 25% of Bad Boy Records at one time until he says Diddy tricked him into signing over his 25%. If they put that guy on the stand, because now you got Cassie. You got Cassie coming from the lover's standpoint, right? A really, really personal standpoint, right? That's his woman. That was his woman, you know, his main squeeze. That's the personal side. You got the business side with the artist. And now you got a bigger side of the business, the guy who was right there for all of the business decisions. Co-owner. His words will carry a lot of weight. If there's any truth to it, he could testify as to how Diddy would blackmail his artists to get what he wanted out of him, whatever that was. Gene talked about how Diddy once told him that if these girls keep talking about the girls he had signed to him, I believe he was talking about Danity Kane, he said, if they keep messing with me, I'm gonna drug them up and pimp them out to my homies. He didn't use the word homies, but you're picking up what I'm putting down. That's a lot of enemies, man, especially people who was really close to you, once really close to you. That's a lot of enemies. I can't even imagine people being that close to me, stepping up to a witness stand to try to take my freedom away and destroy me, destroy my career, destroy my legacy. I know I got some enemies, but I ain't got that many. I'm pretty sure I don't have that many damn enemies. I definitely don't have that many open enemies. That I'm talking about people that know me intimately, people that's really been around me. Because I guess one of the main reasons is that, first and foremost, I understand all money ain't good money. So I don't do anything for money. I've turned down millions of dollars. I'm talking about millions and millions and millions, many, 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 many opportunities over the years of my career. So that's first and foremost. Secondly, I do my best to treat people how I want to be treated. And I like to be treated well. You can't use that statement on everybody because some people don't give a damn how they're treated. Some people like the pain. Some people like being treated in a disrespectful manner because it fuels them. They're sick. There's something wrong with them. Some people like to be hit so they can hit back. They like that. I don't. So I treat people with dignity and respect that I believe that humans deserve. And I don't just treat grown-ups with respect. I treat youngsters, kids with respect. My nieces and nephews, I never cuss my nieces and nephews out once. I never even cussed my kids once. Not once have I ever cussed my kids. Not once. I treat people, with dignity. Unless, of course, I identify them as an enemy. And once that happened, hey man, it's whatever. It's whatever. But family, friends, I don't squabble my friends. I don't get into arguments with my friends. I don't do that. Yeah, we debate, we disagree. But arguing to the point to where you get heated, you get tight, you want to fight, I don't do that. Now, those are not the type of people that I would like to be around. So I would distance myself from somebody like that. Yeah. But damn, yeah, this guy here, Kirk Burroughs, if he get on that witness stand, he's going to have a whole different story, some stuff that we ain't never heard before. I've heard him on a couple of podcasts already before, but something tells me that he ain't told the whole story. He ain't saying everything that happened. He knows some things that don't nobody know but Diddy. If he does testify, I'm not going to say that the fat lady will be singing, but she'll be backstage clearing her throat. No more talk.